On January 5th, 2024, NASB2 had its first offline major of the new year. While it was the first major of 2024 for NASB2, it also was the last one to be counted for the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 Power Rankings for the first season. This tournament, Luminosity Makes Big Moves, ran between January 5th through the 7th and had 118 entrants for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Not only were players fighting to get that high enough placement for their ranking, but also they were fighting for the $5,000 prize pool provided by Game Mill Entertainment. Watching the event, I was just really enjoying it as an online spectator, thanks to Luminosity, Video Game Bootcamp, and Max Ketchum for just doing some great work in terms of bringing NASB2 to the front and center spotlight. I really appreciate seeing that and just seeing all of the pools being streamed, and as well as all of Top 8 being streamed as well. It just was really amazing experience to watch as a spectator. If you like these type of tournament recap videos, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and give this video a like. That way you can be up to date on the next one for whatever major comes next. Lmbm 2 took 7th out of 118 entrants with a record of 6-2 and a 75% set win rate. They are the 16th seed, so they overplaced their seed as well. And their run started in Winners Round 1, beating Restardo 2-0, Emanasky 2-0 in Winners Round 2, Jaka 2-0, Professor MGW 2-0. Then, in Winners Semifinals, they ended up losing to Sego 1-2. They beat Ambi 2-0, Strawberry, and they ended up falling out in Top 8, Losers Round 1 to Skyjay 2-3. That event was just sick to see. These two fighting at the top like that. It was a very terrifying experience for sure to watch. But when you have power hitters like this player, Lmbm with their Reptar, oh my god, you know it's gonna be a hype set. And it definitely was. Lmbm with Reptar wasn't the only one using that character. Bukas, they also played Patrick and Reptar. So we had two Reptars in Top 8, both taking 7th. With Bukas, they had a different story. 4-2 with a 66% win rate. And seeded at 5th, they actually didn't place their seed, they placed 7th. Bukas started their run with a DQ win from SGQ, then defeating Luminosity 2-0, Sanji, NickBrawlGuy 2-0, Cake Assault 2-0, and then bowing out losing to Toast 1-2, and then Blazing Pasta in Top 8 1-3. Bukas has been doing very well, both online and offline with their Patrick and Reptar. Unironically, if you want top Reptar experience, these two at the bottom of this Top 8 were the two players that you need to watch the most if you'd like to learn how to play Reptar, or just see some great Reptar gameplay. This next player, if you're an Ultimate fan, you'll likely know a lot about. Skyjay, yes, the Ultimate Incineroar player, the top player himself, who also took 5th in Ultimate Singles this weekend, took 5th in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl's Top 8. He had a 6-2 record, a 75% win rate, and he was seeded number 8, overplacing his seed at 5th. His run started with Omega Raider, who he defeated 2-0, Donkey 2-0, Cypher 2-1, losing Blazing Pasta, then defeating Max Ketchum, Revelo, Lmbm, and then bowing out to Toast in Losers Quarterfinal. Skyjay genuinely played out of his mind in every event he entered this weekend, and it was just a thrill to watch him use El Tigre the way he was. I think he definitely has a future in NASB2, and I've been seeing him perform in a lot of online brackets as well, showing that with this game's great netcode, you could play people all the way in Canada while he's in Mexico and have nothing but a great time with good practice. So for him, he definitely prepared both for Ultimate and for NASB2, and I wish him nothing but the best in the future, because gosh, is he just a thrill to watch. This next player is actually a beta tester for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 and has been an enigma in terms of what people thought he'd place in this major. Not entering too many events yet, just due to his beta tester status, Tafar definitely made big moves at Let's Make Big Moves, placing 5th, outplacing his seed, which was 14th. His run started with Winners Round 1, defeating Finding Tom, beating the Hunter, Mancho 2-0, Cake Assault 2-1, Revelo 2-1, and then finally losing to Blazing Pasta 2-3 and Sparks 1-3. Tafar definitely had a Beavers that were a thrill to watch, and I hope he continues to enter more events like Genesis. But Tafar has been an enigma because he's just been so good, yet nobody's seen what he could do yet. And with Beavers being a character that, with him being probably the top representative overall, we really do need to see more of him to keep Beavers on our mind, because this character has a giant skill ceiling, and Tafar was just only scratching the surface with the way he was playing. If you have not watched these sets yet, you have to. Every single one that Tafar was in was a thrill to watch, and the dude will only get better with time. He's a god at NASB2. Another Ultimate player performing extremely well at this event for NASB2 was Toast. That's right, the young Link Toast. Toast, however, started their run off a win 2-0 over Gabe, 2-1 win in winners quarterfinal versus Ambi, a 2-0 win over Max Ketchum, a 2-1 victory in top 16 over Bukas, a top 8 win over Skyjay in losers quarterfinal of top 8, and bowing out against Sego in winners semifinals 1-3, and losing in losers semifinals to Blazing Pasta. Toast placed 4th out of 118 entrants, which was his seed. Toast has been another Ultimate player who I've seen in plenty of the brackets I've hosted, as well as ones I've participated in online myself. So Toast has definitely been grinding, and it seems like those who just genuinely get a lot of matches in and a lot of practice in this game are the ones, shockingly, that perform very well. So shouts to Toast, who's just been grinding this game, and I hope to see them in more of these offline majors for NASB2. The next one I'd hope to see them at is definitely Genesis, which will be stacked to the brim with top player 10. Placing 3rd at this event, Sparks21 was seeded 7th, had a win rate of 5 wins and 2 losses with a set percentage win rate of 71.43%. Their run started defeating DTP Kobasco 2-0 in winners quarterfinals, Rose J 2-0, Strawberry 2-0, Tafar 3-1, and then bowing out losing to Blazing Pasta 0-3 and Sego 0-3. Sparks showed off some innovative play, which helped them get to their 3rd place finish, using Slime Dash as an aggressive option to cover more space than generally using a Slime Cancel to set up a more advantage state, and really pushing the meta in ways we haven't seen too much at top level just yet. Sparks is someone I'm going to be making a video about due to this in the future, and their Slime Dash usage genuinely is where I think the meta is going to be headed in the future for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. So make sure to keep your eyes on that, because this player is definitely innovative and ahead of the curve in a lot of ways compared to most of the top players. I hope to see them at more events, like Genesis and others, coming down the line. Blazing Pasta, the number 2 player in the world at Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1, placed 2nd with a seed of 9. Their run started with beating Cypher 2-0 in winners round 2, beating Ginja in winners quarterfinal, Skyjay 2-0 in winners semifinal, bowing out to Sego in winners quarterfinals 1-2, Abs 2-1, defeated Bukas in winners round 1, defeated Defar in losers quarterfinal 3-2, defeating Toast 3-0 in losers semifinals, Sparks 3-0 in losers finals, and finally in grand finals, losing to Sego 1-3. Definitely played out of his mind, and I think that with more time, both with his secondary of Ember and his main of Ren Stimpy, will continue to be a force to be reckoned with in NASB, and is absolutely the NASB GOAT. If you haven't seen him in NASB 1 with his Ren and Stimpy, you should totally check out the videos on our channel of One Last Hurrah, where he made it after not playing the game for quite some time, all the way to 2nd in one of the most stacked tournaments with a prize pool of $2,500. Not to take away from Let's Make Big Moves, where absolutely outperformed his seed of 9 and just showed off some of the craziest Ren and Stimpy plays. This player I hope to see at every single tournament from Genesis to Combo Breaker for NASB 2, because this player has absolutely everything it takes to become a top tier talent in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Shout out to you, Blazing Pasta, you're just absolutely the GOAT. Finally, we have Sego, who placed 1st out of 118 entrants, not having a single loss, winning every single one of his sets, having 7 wins and 0 losses with a seed of number 1, placing exactly that. His run started with Professor MGW, who he defeated 2-0. He defeated Sled 2-0, Landcon 2-1 in winner semifinals, Blazing Pasta in winner quarterfinals 2-1, Toast in winners semifinals of top 8 3-1. He defeated Sparks 3-0, and then finally defeated Blazing Pasta 3-1 in grand finals. Sego was a NASB player as well as a top Rivals player as well, but Sego took quite some time off between the launch of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 1 to 2 after his performance at Combo Breaker 2023 last year. With him coming back to NASB 2, he just made a dominant performance both at Heatwave 6 this year and Luminosity Makes Big Moves. The dude is absolutely a top tier talent who's continuing to improve at NASB 2, and I think will make a huge splash in Rivals 2 as well. I hope to see him at Genesis this year, as well as Combo Breaker later in 2024. But absolutely was a monster, and I don't think anybody was quite up to him in terms of talent and just raw punish game. And with that, this concludes our coverage of the top 8 recap for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2's Let's Make Big Moves 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video, as it's my first time doing a tournament recap for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and I'm still kind of getting in the swing of things in terms of just the script writing, the editing, and the time it takes to really get one of these to a quality level I'm satisfied with. But for now, this is where I settled with, and I'm hoping to improve with it in the future as well as figure out how to get my workflow and writing quicker, but also just in higher qualities as well. So I think with this one, I kind of had to do a bit of improv in terms of the writing and planning of it, with more time being spent on the planning, media capture, recording, and just general editing of this video compared to other types of content I've produced recently. In the near future, expect things like a Sparks 21 video recap just on their Slam Dash usage, the boundary break videos I have ready for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and some other types of content that I'm just working in the pipeline on, as well as future bracket recaps for events like Combo Breaker 2024 and Genesis X. So I'm excited for that, but I hope you liked this video. And if you did, make sure to give it a like, as well as subscribe to me and hit that bell so that you know the next time my video is out, when it's the latest one. I appreciate you all for watching and making it to this point in the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.